Mary Tyler Moore has a brand new job, a brand new husband, and a brand new series.
That's great.
Mary Tyler Moore is Annie McGuire, premiering tonight on CBS.
Hey, the Van Dyke show is over.
Good show.
Where's my present?
There you go.
Microwave popcorn.
Yeah, it just takes a second. That way you're not going to miss any of Anniemcguire. That's the season premiere of Mary Tyler Moore's new show. On next.
Well,
Stagecoach to Bayonne leaves in 20 minutes.
It's not exactly the wilderness, Earl. Happens to be a very nice little community.
Yeah, well, don't forget you got to stop by the cleaners, pick up dinner, and look for a present for your new father-in-law.
Oh, life used to be so simple. One kid, no pressures, no commuting.
No, ma'am.
And that's why I am schlepping to the wilderness.
Can you help me?
What's the matter?
My wheelchair's stuck. I'm really sorry. This is a holdup. Give me all your money.
Would you turn around and get busy over there?
Come on.
Just do it.
What are we going to eat?
As soon as Annie gets home. Chicken and ribs.
Is this great or what? Every night I take out a feast.
Yeah, well, don't you get used to it. We're going to start cooking again, just as soon as we get that kitchen finished.
Well, I hope she gets home soon, because I'm starved.
Aha.
where's the food? I'm starved.
Lenny, send out your pizza. Nick, we need to talk.
What's the matter?
I got held up.
You got
But
what?
I'm
Are you okay?
No, I'm okay. I'm fine.
Well-
And the police caught the guy.
Well, yeah, well, where? How'd this happen?
I was walking down Chambers Street, and there was a man in an alley, and he asked me for some help.
Oh, fine.
And
So what? You went?
Nick,
Annie.
he was in a wheelchair.
You were robbed by a man in a wheelchair?
Yes.
Uh,
But he had a gun, and he took my money. And then he told me that because his getaway was a little slow, the wheelchair, that he had to make sure that I didn't run for the police.
Make sure how?
So he apologized, and he told me to take off all my clothes.
I will kill him.
No, I didn't do it.
What did you do?
I took off my coat, I took off my shoes, and then I hit him over the head with a lead pipe.
A lead pipe.
Well, I think it was lead. I don't know. It was heavy. It could have been tin. Nick, it was a construction site.
You hit a man in a wheelchair with a lead pipe.
Yes, and when
You
he
knocked
dropped
him
the
cold,
gun,
though.
I captured him, and I wheeled him to the police station.
Now, let me get this straight. You knocked out and captured a handicapped mugger?
Yes. And now I have to go back to the police station and press
charges.
charges.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
Yes.
Of course. Yes.
Excuse me. I'm the...
Hey, Murphy! Mr. Brother knocked out the guy in the wheelchair.
He was pointing a gun at me.
Sorry we had to bring you back, Miss McGuire.
That's all right. This is my husband, Nick.
Pleasure.
Murphy?
Quite a gutsy little lady you got here.
I know that.
It's what the city needs. More people who aren't afraid to stand up to handicapped muggers.
What do I have to do?
Got to make your final identification and then officially press charges. Follow me. Right over here. And don't worry about anything. He can't see you.
Boy, you really whacked him.
Will you stop? Is he hurt badly?
Nah, he'll be fine.
Looks so innocent sitting there, like he wouldn't hurt a fly.
He wouldn't. We ran a check on him. His name's Charlie DeLuca. Vietnam vet, no record. Never been in trouble before in his life.
Really?
He's out of work. His check from the government's 2 months late. He was broke and desperate. That's what drove him to do what he did.
Well, that's too bad, but still it's armed robbery.
True. There's one more thing you should know. He was using a squirt gun.
I am just so sorry. If I had known that it was a water pistol, you know I never would have hit you.
All right.
God, you sure you don't want to see a doctor? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Mrs. McGuire, please stop apologizing. I'm the mugger.
No, you are not a mugger. You are a sad, hungry, desperate man. I'm sorry. It did not come out the way I meant it to.
Charlie, can we give you a lift home or...
Please.
No, thanks. I've already caused you enough trouble for one night. Well, see ya.
Good luck.
Long.
All he needs is a break. The job you're working on, do you think it could give him something to do?
Well, I'd like to, Annie, but it's hard to picture Charlie dangling off the Brooklyn Bridge in his wheelchair.
In the...
Well, I'm all staffed up.
What about your father? Maybe he has something for him.
For a veteran of the armed force, they always have a job.
Dad, there's something else you should know.
You don't have to say another word. He's my brother in arms. I'll make him a waiter.
Dad, he's in a wheelchair.
A wheelchair? Oh. I don't think it's gonna work in this joint. Wait a minute. I think I got a job with a chance for advancement.
Work?
No, they don't.
Would you let me in?
No?
I'm looking for Charlie DeLuca.
Is he a friend of yours?
Yes. Will you let me in?
I said no.
How am I supposed to get in?
Yell like everybody else. He's up on the 3rd floor.
Would you yell? What do you... Charlie? Charlie, are you up there?
Hey, I paid the bill. Now, will you get off my back?
No, I'm looking for Charlie DeLuca.
Oh, DeLuca! You have a guest!
All right. Annie!
Hi, I need to talk to you. I tried to reach you, but your phone has been disconnected. I know dishwashing isn't the most exciting job in the world.
Hey, Annie, I got nothing against washing dishes. I'm happy for the opportunity.
Okay, it pays $5 an hour, and meals are included.
Terrific. When do I start? Milk?
Monday morning, 8 a.m.
8 a.m. Well, I mean, getting up at 4:30. You sure?
4:30?
I don't exactly spring out of bed in the morning. I gotta allow myself at least 2 hours for transportation. See, is it uptown or downtown?
Bayonne, New Jersey.
In that case, maybe I'd better leave now.
I'm really sorry, Charlie. I had no idea it would be so difficult for you.
That's all right. There'll be other jobs. It's still good news.
It is?
This is the first nice thing anybody's done for me in a long time. Kind of restores my faith in humanity. That's worth something, isn't it?
He's a college graduate. He can do bookkeeping, general office work. Your bathrooms are not wheelchair accessible. When do you plan to make them accessible? Well, he's this really terribly engaging guy, and I think he's probably got a good enough attitude that he can pick up almost anything. All right. Thank you very much.
I need your signature on these.
Suppose you've gone over them.
They're kosher.
I'll get to that, all right?
Any luck on finding a job for your friend?
No.
Look, do you know Vicky, the new budget director?
Uh-uh.
She's handicapped. Maybe she can help him find something.
Hey, DeLuca! I got someone I want you to meet. It's not a job, but it could lead to one.
Really? Where? What time?
9 a.m. tomorrow, the municipal building, Fairbanks, Alaska.
No problem.
Hi. Come on in. Did you meet with Vicky?
Sure did.
How'd it go?
Well, I've got bad news and good news. The bad news is no job. The good news is I've got a date.
I'm glad to help Charlie in any way I can, but if it was my first date, I'd want to be alone with her.
I think he's a little nervous. Vicky's a very successful woman.
Yeah? What exactly is her handicap?
I'm not sure.
The woman is coming to dinner and you don't know what her handicap is?
What difference does it make?
Honey, it makes a big difference. Look at Charlie's place. No chair. That's because Charlie is bringing a chair. What if she's in a wheelchair?
So?
Well, honey, if there's a chair at her place, it might hurt her feelings.
Nick, you don't have to be so sensitive.
Mm-hmm. What if she can't use her arms? There's a knife and fork at her place.
She can use her arms.
How do you know?
She's driving here.
Well, I saw a woman on 60 Minutes drives with her feet.
Nick, all we have to do is treat them like anyone else. If we make a mistake, they can handle it. I mean, I said the wrong thing when I asked Charlie here, and he just laughed.
Yeah? What'd you say?
I asked him if he wanted dinner to be sit-down or buffet.
That's hard to believe. Are you kidding me?
No, we've been married 5 weeks, right?
5 weeks.
Oh, that's amazing. Isn't it, Charlie?
That's incredible. I mean, I would have figured at least 20 years.
Well, what makes you say that?
Well, you're older and
So comfortable
with
each other.
each other. The way you fit together. You fit together, you guys.
Well, we fit together. Well, better than our kids do.
Oh, come on, Nick. I think they're doing pretty good.
Well, they do a lot better if you'd let me crack the whip around here.
Crack the whip.
Well, you see, we have this slight philosophical difference concerning discipline. Annie doesn't think you should force kids to do things.
If you force a child to do something, he'll never love it.
Well, there's lots of things that children have to do, whether they love it or not.
Yeah, but if they could love it, they'd do it better.
Yeah, but if they don't love it, they won't do it, so you have to force them.
But if you force the child to do it, then you'll never know if they could love it.
Well, they might find out that they love it because you forced them.
You're right.
I am?
No, but we have guests. Would you like more lasagna?
Oh, no, I'm stuffed. It was absolutely delicious.
It was great.
I love Italian food.
You do?
Oh, well, if it's homemade like this.
Well, I happen to make a fantastic veal scallopini.
Ooh, veal.
Really?
Yeah. Come over to my apartment on Wednesday night and I'll make you some.
You're on.
Louis
Is my boy?
Your boy.
Yes, and the other two, Lenny and Debbie, are mine.
Three.
Fantastic.
I didn't think they were going to get along.
And they don't.
Oh, what a great night. I don't want it to end.
Neither do I.
Well, who says it has to?
So, how was the meeting?
Boring and useless.
And why'd you stay so long?
First rule of City Hall politics, never offend anyone today who can be helpful tomorrow. Any messages?
Mm-hmm, yeah. Nick called. He wants to know if Lewis is allowed to watch TV before his homework. Lewis called and wants you to set Nick straight. Lenny called, said he wants the same deal as Lewis. Nick called again, disregard the previous calls. He's unplugging the TV.
Any messages without a plot?
Yeah, Charlie DeLuca. His phone's back on. Wants you to call him right away.
Charlie, hi, it's Annie.
Hey, Annie, I need a favor.
What's the matter?
I burnt the veal. Vicky's gonna be here in a couple hours. I got nothing to serve her.
All right, let me pick up some veal and I can be there, I guess, in about 45 minutes.
Annie, you're a lifesaver. Thanks.
Two, right? Thank you.
You are great.
I know. Here you go. Veal on wheels.
Thanks, Annie. What's the bite?
Don't be silly.
No. My checks finally came in. What do I owe you?
When you get a job, then we'll talk about it.
Hey.
How can I help?
You know how to make any pasta?
Do I know how to make an antipasto?
Oh.
That's with vegetables, right? And no noodles. I'm not cooked.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Open these.
Sure.
Thank you.
Well, how do I look?
Handsome.
You know, someday I'm going to pay you back for all this.
Come on.
No, really, Annie. My whole life's turned around since you cracked me on the head.
That was my pleasure.
Excuse me. Hello?
Vicky. Sure. Oh, really?
No, these things happen. Yeah. No. We'll do it some other time. Right. I'll call you. Goodbye.
What happened?
She has to take care of a friend who came down with the flu.
Charlie, I'm sorry.
It's no big deal. Why don't you take the flowers?
No, thanks. Can I have the veal? He tried not to show it, but Nick the man was spurting. Think I should call him, see how he's doing?
Annie, just leave him alone.
Well, I just hope she's not pulling a number on him.
She is
you know?
not pulling a number on him.
Helping a sick friend.
Will you give her the benefit of the doubt? Trust her.
Yeah, well, there's an old Moroccan saying, trust in God, but tie your camel tight. Vicky, hi. Mind if I join you?
Oh, not at all. How's Nick and the kids?
Oh, just fine. How's your friend?
Friend?
The one with the flu?
Oh, getting better.
Oh, good.
Thanks.
A lot of bugs going around.
That's for sure.
Stomach?
What?
Your friend's flu.
Actually, it was more of a head cold.
Fever, then.
Annie, if you're trying to find out if I really have a friend with the flu, I don't.
I thought you liked Charlie.
You know, I don't owe you any explanations.
Maybe you owe him one.
Look, my old boyfriend came back, and I'm not going to see Charlie anymore.
Don't you think you should tell him that?
Oh, I will deal with Charlie in my own way. I don't need you twisting my arm.
Vicky!
Annie, that's enough!
Leave me alone! Vicky, I wasn't twisting your arm.
What do you have against these people?
Can I come in?
Yeah, sure.
I came over to surprise Vicky. I've got Springsteen tickets for tomorrow night.
And is she going with you?
Well, she wasn't in her office. She's expected back in half an hour. Can I wait here? I won't be any trouble.
Park it, Charlie.
She's still in the meeting, huh? Well, could you have her call me in Annie McGuire's office as soon as she gets out? Thanks. Thanks. Tough lady to pull a surprise on.
Yeah.
You don't think I'm being too pushy with her, do you, Annie?
No.
Because I don't want to blow this. This could be the start of something.
Charlie, I have to tell you something.
What?
Vicky has a boyfriend.
You saw them together.
No, she told me about it. Oh, Charlie, there'll be other women.
Yeah.
There will. You're bright, you're attractive. And in the meantime, you have your friends. You have Nick and me, and we're behind you 100%. And if you get lonely, you come over and stay at the house, that's all. You know, unless you don't want to. But, you know, Nick could come and pick you up in the van. Or not, depending on how you feel. I don't know, I'm just as you know.
Whoa, Annie, hold your horses. I only went out with her once. I'm disappointed, but I'm not going to fall apart. It's my legs that don't work. My feelings are just like anybody else's.
I'm just overly concerned.
Relax. I'll be over her by Monday. Anyway, it wouldn't have worked out.
Why not?
She was too short for me.
We'll be here all day.
No, not with this cashier, we won't.
BOP in a stretch.
475. How you doing today?
Fine.
Hey, where you been all my life?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Could you move it along?
I'm working on my social life. Do you mind?
Later. All right? There are hungry people in this line. Hungry and cranky, and we'd like to get going, please.
Don't go away. We'll be right back. Dear Mrs. Stillman, sorry you couldn't make it to the wedding. Nick and I love the matching scarves. Mine keeps me warm on my daily ferry ride between Bayonne and Manhattan. Yes, the rumors are true. My new husband is a Republican, but he has some good qualities, too, and I remain hopeful for a full recovery. My life is frantic. In fact, I'm happier than I've ever been. Love, Anniemcguire.
Popcorn?
Hayden, it's great to have Mary Tyler Moore back.
Cookies?
I don't, it's getting late, you know. I really got to get going.
Oh, but the season premiere of The Equalizer is on next. You love that show. It's so exciting.
Boy, I like exciting.